Okay, we're apparently live and a little bit wobbly, but we'll work with it. This is cool. Okay, day 2.
Yeah.
What happened?
We spent 6 hours in a vehicle.
Actually, it was close to 8 hours by the time I was done driving. I had a running counter in the dash.
It was a long day. So we drove 2 hours up to Albany. Higher up. We went to Saratoga Springs. Had a great open house at Saratoga Springs Auto Museum.
Yeah.
Beautiful place.
Yeah.
Gorgeous place.
I really liked the vibes of that place. It felt like we were almost in Colonial Williamsburg again. Kind of had that feeling a little bit.
Yeah, very cool.
Cars were cool too. Like the stuff you saw in the museum. They had the 007 Bond in Motion James Bond car exhibit. So they had a lot of the cars from the movies, which one of you guys were talking to the folks at the actual facility, and they said they were getting them from the Peterson.
Mm-hmm. They get them from the Peterson
Okay.
Museum.
Yeah.
They're also sponsored by Haggerty, the museum.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
but really nice place. Fun. Really nice of them to have us. And all the guests that showed up. Rad to see Ron and Kevin drop by. So
Yeah, that was super cool.
No, that was fun.
And
Those
then-
guys were great to talk to.
Yeah, it was all good. And then we headed down to our favorite place in the entire world, probably better than
I
Disneyland.
don't know if it's that.
The Partition Bar.
We made it to the Partition Bar. It's been 3 years since we've been there. It was great to be back.
You pull up, and I'm expecting to see something. And as I turn that corner, I do not see that thing. In fact, I see a hole in the ground where a whole building used to be.
Yeah, the ice cream stand was gone.
All
But
gone.
the place was there still. They were serving food. We had already got their drinks,
Yep.
and the vibes were just what we needed to just chill out for a few hours.
Yep.
Hang out and just talk and catch up.
Who all did we have with us again? We had Duffy from Rupa's. We had Michael and Fuji from Diamond Pro Tech. And, of course, then we had Keith. And
We had a bomb.
we had a bond, too,
Yeah.
from IK.
Yep.
Sprayers. Then there was us. But I don't know. It was good, but it started to rain a little bit as we were there. And we went through
Lars and
crazy
Lars
run.
and
Lars,
Brian.
yeah, Lars and Brian too. So that was also good. They all had fun though.
No,
they
it
had
was-
chicken wings. You had your stuff. So
We had burgers and wings and
Yeah.
just a good.
you can tell it's basically close to midnight now already. So this is great
Not
on
enough.
day 2. It's been a hell of a day. A
But
long day.
then we got done, and Keith goes, "Let's go to the detail lab and
Let's go visit Robin.
Robin." So we
Right.
got in the car and drove up there.
Yeah.
Great shop,
Yeah.
cool place,
Mhm.
nice
No,
land.
it's cool.
I mean, just picturesque.
Very.
Nice. Very beautiful.
Yeah.
These little towns that just kind of appear on the countryside. It's cool.
And then we Googled we did our map check to see how far away we were.
Yeah.
And we realized we had to drive again for 2 hours straight.
Yeah, because the
to
direction
get
we went was creating extra distance between
back.
us
Oh my
and
gosh.
Paramus.
So, needless to say, it was a long drive home.
Yeah,
Back
yeah.
here to the hotel. Tomorrow should be completely the opposite.
It's the closest, I think, of any of
It
the
is the
days.
closest thing, and
Yeah.
but I mean, all in all, a great day. Just a long day.
Yeah,
A really long day.
lots of time in the car, but I mean, I'm glad we did it anyway. And as far as the actual experience goes, like the people we met, they were great. It was nice to hang out with, the detail image guys, and
Yeah, good to see all those
yeah,
guys.
just great to catch up with them all. And of course, I nerded out over the few cars, scared Jimmy and Anthony away. They didn't want to hear it anymore.
Yeah.
I
But,
just thought it was funny
we did
that
some
it was
touring.
just a bunch of Jaguars.
Yeah,
Lots
no,
of-
imagine lots of
Lots
Aston.
of Jags.
Yeah,
Just,
Yeah.
they're
There's some
surprised.
BMWs
They all
and
look
stuff.
the same.
but then you go upstairs. They had 2 F1 cars,
They
one from
did.
the 70s, one from the 80s.
They had a Model T.
They had a Model T that looked like
Yeah.
it had been sitting
From
outside for a
1912.
long time. They
Yeah.
had some cool indie manufacturer stuff,
Yeah.
like east of Detroit is how the exhibit looked, and it was basically car makers that were based up in upstate New York, which is kind of neat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And beyond that, there was the Richard Petty stock car
Yeah,
up there,
that was
which
cool.
was cool.
Mhm.
And there were some other like sprint cars and stuff like that. It was cool though, and the whole bottling facility is what it used to be. So it had these really cool windows up above that you could like peer down on everything. It was just a neat place. But yeah, no, as far as the experience went today, it was long, but I'm glad we did it anyway. I know tomorrow's going to be a very different kind of thing, but As far as it all went, I'm happy we did it.
We woke up at, me and Levi woke up at 5 o'clock this morning.
Okay.
What time is it right now?
It is
Almost midnight.
11:26, so we're up there.
Yeah.
Obviously functioning on all cylinders.
We've been, we're pretty tired, and I think the tiredness is carried over from yesterday.
Yeah.
So I know, like, we were there at the museum today, and everybody's like, you guys are, you guys are here, right?
Yeah.
And I had to tell her, I'm like, hey, I am a vessel of what I normally am. There's something driving me, but it's not me right now. And so, needless to say, we're pretty tired. So hopefully tonight we get to get some more sleep.
Yeah.
We get to sleep in until maybe 7 a.m., right?
Yeah.
That'll be a
Get
plus.
a little crazy with it, and
That's
then
nice.
go downstairs, get breakfast, and then do tomorrow. And tomorrow should be just in general more chill.
Everything is closer, so that just takes a lot of the slog out of it. But I was happy being a road warrior today. I mean, you guys didn't seem to mind, so
Dane
it
goes
was
into
fun.
Dane goes into
I was in editing
mode.
mode. I was ready to keep driving. No one
He
else in the
doesn't-
car
He
wanted to
doesn't
sit in their
need
seat
food,
any longer. but
water, or bathroom breaks,
He
and
did not.
his body just recycles things.
Crazy.
It's like
Just
it's a-
circular
it's like
breathing.
a-
well, this is
it's-
circular everything
Yeah, it's
else.
like one of those suits in Dune.
Yeah.
Oh my
Like,
god.
makes his own drinking water.
Yeah. I'm like, so what's
Filters.
going
Oh,
on?
gnarly.
He's
Dane?
like,
Wow.
"Good, this is great.
Yeah. And so,
Teach you how to wear a Fremen suit? No,
Oh,
this is my first time.
yeah.
But tomorrow, is that when we go and see Scott in the evening also?
No, so
Or
we don't
is
know
it
what our game
different?
plan is. The goal is that we're going to be at Detailer's Domain,
Okay.
visit Phil, spend our morning and
Afternoon.
till noon there doing the open house or the meet and greet.
Yeah.
And then after that, we're pretty much free. So we either
Okay.
come back, depending on how we feel, and sleep, maybe go to, or maybe, grab some food, head on up to Sleepy Hollow. Go wander
Oh,
around.
that's right. We got to do that again.
Here's the
Yeah.
issue we're running into.
What?
By the time that we decide to head over to New York,
Mm-hmm.
once we're there till late in the evening
Because of the traffic.
because of the traffic.
Yeah.
So it's really end of the day how we feel, or after the meet and greet.
Yeah.
See how we feel, what the game plan is. Take the temperature in the room,
Okay. Yeah.
and we'll decide as to what we're going to do. We either go over, hang out, hook up with Koenig Wheels, or run over to Long Island Detail Supply and do a quick setup, so we don't have to do it in the morning. But we'll see. We just
So that
wanna
also
chill out tomorrow.
that brings to mind tomorrow's Thursday. We weren't
Yeah.
really planning on doing a Q&A Thursday. We may be in the place to do some kind of live stream stuff, but it's kind of a
Yeah.
play it by ear. So for those of you who are watching this, it hasn't happened yet. Presumably, I'm going to get this out pretty much as soon as we're done recording it.
Yeah.
But as far as stuff goes, this is your reminder. If you're going to be showing up to Detailer's Domain, do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then for the next 2 days after that, we've got Long Island, and then we've got Bedford Hills for the Haggerty Garage and Social. So you got some options this week if you want to come and hang out with us. And I know today those stickers were popular, so they're clearly working. People are liking them. But remember, the only way you're going to get those stickers is if you meet us in person on this trip.
Yeah.
So
That's very
it's up
true,
to
dude.
you. But anything else we got going on that we need to talk about? I know the Memorial Day sale's coming up on Thursday. We're going to have that stuff come out. So we got the sticker for basically all the proceeds from that are going to the Gary Sinise Foundation, all of the proceeds. And in addition, TRC is giving an extra $1,000 on top to the Gary Sinise Foundation. And if you want to donate more, if you want to get those, but if you like donating for that as well, you can certainly do that. It's all going to be on the page, but you won't see that until Thursday. And Levi's favorite thing, how do you find out about sales? That kind of
Just gotta
stuff.
go to sign up for the newsletter.
There we go.
Ragcompany.com.
That's the most convincing pitch you've ever made.
Oh
for
my
it.
gosh, I can't see straight.
Yeah.
This is what I love. Okay.
I don't know what I'm. I don't know what I'm looking at right now. It's just a light. It's a blinding light.
Yep, there's definitely that. So anyway, guys, that's us saying thank you for being part of this wacky little community we've got. We appreciate you. And if you're coming out to the events, say hi and also tell us your online username, not just your name, because sometimes we
we
need
had
a
a
little
couple people
reminder.
that did show up
We
and
need-
were like, love the podcast.
We need a
refresh.
refresher.
They didn't tell us their names or who they were.
And then you're just like, and they're like, I met you. And then you feel really awkward because you're like, you were.
Please tell us your name.
It's not personal. We need a reminder. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks so much for watching. We will catch up with you tomorrow. Hopefully we're not as tired tomorrow when we do the recap then, but these are just kind of meant to give you something quick and dirty, recap stuff fresh as it happened in our minds. So yeah, that's it, guys. We'll see you later. I'm going to close this out. All right. Night, guys.